my cozy friends! Let's see what Target has in the home section today. These would look lovely in a small vase. These are a bit too minimal for my personal style. My eyes go straight to the color. This shade of green is so pretty. Everything here works so well together. I can easily picture the candlestick, the vase, and those flowers from the earlier styled side by side. Let's see what's here. I've always been drawn to marble and stone pieces. They have a way of making even everyday items feel a little more special. I also really like these glasses. The larger ones are my favorite. They are simple, but the shape of the bottom keeps them from feeling ordinary. I think this oil and vinegar set is beautiful. I tend to gravitate towards stoneware pieces like this. They blend into a kitchen a little more naturally than clear glass. These serving bowls really catch my attention. The pattern in the wood almost looks like brush strokes, and the handles are such a nice finishing touch. At first I wasn't sure what these were. It turns out they are mini berry bowls. They are great for washing a handful of berries and serving them right away. This version looks a little more playful. The blue trim reminds me of a vintage pottery. There's also a larger version in the back. What I like most is the handle. I'm not sure it's necessary, but it makes the piece much more interesting. These are technically dinner bowls, but I could easily see myself using them for soup instead. I almost missed this picture. It doesn't look like anything special sitting on the lower shelf, but the wavy edge at the top gives it so much personality. These candles are massive. At $30 each, they are definitely on the pricier side. But they smell so expensive. I actually like all of these vases. This smaller one would be lovely with a few stems. This one feels perfect for a fuller bouquet. And this oversized vase doesn't need flowers at all. It's a statement piece on its own. It's hard to see them because of the glare, but they look almost like artist sketches rather than prints. There are quite a few wooden display boxes down here. It took me a second to figure out how this latch works. But I think it's supposed to close like this. These throws are beautiful. I love the chunky braided tassels. They are such a nice detail. This is the first dark vase I've spotted so far. I immediately pictured it with white or deep red flowers. The contrast would be really striking. I can't stop looking at this vase. The pattern, the colors, and the shape, everything just works. These might be some of the prettiest candlesticks I've seen in a while. From a distance, it almost looks hand-painted. This might be one of my favorite collections in the store right now. The colors are exactly my style. There is something very balanced about this collection. Nothing feels out of place. I'm not even sure this needs anything in it. It feels more like a decorative piece than a bowl. These don't really demand attention. They just quietly fill out the space. The shades remind me of sea glass. Soft blue, soft green, and somewhere in between. This bowl feels a little more understated, but not every decorative piece needs to be the center of attention. You don't see trays like this very often. It's a nice change from the usual wood and ceramic designs. These embroidered pillows immediately stand out. The pattern feels a little old-fashioned in the best possible way. I also love the texture. I almost walked right past these. They are surprisingly large. What would you even put in a basket like this? I can think of plenty of places to use them. This shelf has a bit of a coastal feel to it. At first, I thought this was just a textured frame. Then I realized it's covered in seashells. This frame almost looks handmade. The coastal theme continues. This is how it's supposed to hang on the wall. What caught my attention most was the frame. It almost looks like marble. These frames are pretty interesting. This one looks a little like a ship's wheel. I don't even own my candle holders, but this made me stop and take a closer look. I'm not sure which color I like more. The shape reminds me of an ancient Greek pea-like, and I love the warm golden finish. I have mixed feelings about these tables. They are interesting, but they feel more like something you'd find in a hotel lobby than in someone's home. What do you think? There are so many beautiful details in this collection, but I keep coming back to this vase. The leaf-shaped handles are gorgeous. The same goes for this bowl. I love this botanical theme. I can see why someone would love this, but they are a little too traditional for my taste. Most of the textiles here lean a little traditional, but this burgundy throw is hard to resist. It's incredibly soft and cozy. These throws look almost identical, but the texture is just a little different. The burgundy one feels softer to me. I love it when a decorative piece serves a purpose as well. Hidden storage is always a bonus. The fabric feels really nice too. After feeling that throw, I had to check the pillows too. And yes, they are just as soft. These vases feel a little simpler, but they are also much more affordable. These completely fooled me. I was convinced they were wooden, but they are actually ceramic. There is something timeless about a classic still life, and I think that's why I like it so much. These lamps are definitely unusual. I can't remember the last time I saw ceramic shades, and the colors are nice. These are sold as end tables, but they are so small. I keep thinking of them as display pedestals instead. Here is another storage ottoman. I really like the scalloped shape along the bottom. It gives it such a cottagecore feel. This pillow is adorable. It feels a little vintage and a little whimsical. With so many solid colored sets around it, this one is hard to miss. If I had to pick a favorite, I think this would be the one. I'm actually looking for a new doormat right now. And I almost picked this one. It's beautiful and surprisingly minimal. But I don't think it's practical enough for everyday use. And the last thing I want to show you today is this giant storage trunk. It feels like one of those pieces that never really goes out of style. And it even has ventilation built in. Thanks for browsing with me today. See you in the next little escape. Take care. Bye.